People may have been blind to what was right in front of them. In other words, you didn't see no sign of her being crazy, deranged. What's happening, peoples? It's your boy Blaze here, back at you with another one for Venomous Reactions. And today we're gonna be checking out Incredible, the secondary channel of WrestleMania. Also a dope channel to check out. If you haven't already, if you're a diehard wrestling fan, check it out. And we're gonna be looking at the 10 major things Amber Heard has lost forever due to the trial against Johnny Depp. At this point, Amber Heard should just hold this L, because because she took the biggest one when she decided to go up against Johnny Depp and sue him. So we're gonna be looking at what she has lost forever. Woo! Wish I had my Mountain Dew right now, but but anyways, without further ado, let's check it out.
Welcome to Incredible, where we discover the weird and wonderful in this world. As the Johnny Depp vs Amber Heard trial continues, it's becoming apparent that regardless of who wins the trial, Amber Heard has already suffered several losses and could face many more. Join us now as Incredible looks at 10 things Amber Heard has lost forever thanks to the trial. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we upload a video.
This is gonna be interesting.
Number 1. Her status as victim. And more information is coming out that Amber Heard's portrayal of a victim may have been just that, a portrayal. While it would be foolish to think that just because Depp's fans are behind him that he's innocent, there have been disturbing allegations, along with the evidence supporting these allegations, that Heard has either been distorting her account of things and or outright lying. A number of audio recordings have been played during the trial documenting both parties being verbally abusive to each other. More problematic for Heard is one instance where she admits striking Depp, although she qualifies things by denying she punched him. But the audio recordings paint both Depp and Heard in a negative light, but not have confirmed any physical abuse by Depp other than Heard's allegations. Another dispute involves one of Heard's claims against her former husband. According to Master.com's report on Heard's cross-examination, the day after Amber Heard testified that Johnny Depp kneeled on her back and viciously beat her in a Tokyo hotel room, jurors were shown photos of her unmarked back at a movie premiere. "You agree there are no bruises or physical marks?" Camille Vasquez, Depp's defense attorney, asked. She replied, "Not that I can see." The testimony by Laurel Avis Anderson, Depp and Heard's therapist, is even more damaging to Heard's status as a victim.
Damn.
Anderson testified that the couple had a troubling relationship and described signs of these, including stormy therapy sessions where both of them threatened to walk out.
That's the thing about it. When you're falsifying reports that you were initially abused and you show no signs of it, that right there is a red flag already, and you already lost credibility as a victim. Oh my god. This by far is the biggest one yet. Her credibility as a victim, get it up out of here. Get it up out of here.
What she saw as mutual abuse and signs that Heard knew how to push Depp's buttons. Variety reported on Anderson's video testimony at the trial, pointing out that Heard had claimed Depp had not abused past partners. In Anderson's opinion, "I thought he had been well controlled. With Miss Heard, he was triggered. They engaged in what I saw as mutual abuse." While Depp denied this, Anderson observed how Heard could be triggered if she felt disrespected, and she would sometimes hit Depp first. Anderson's testimony hints at Heard contemplating filing domestic abuse charges in order to bolster her divorce case. In the same session, she said Heard talked about a strategy for getting out of the relationship. Her therapy notes state, will she have an advantage if she leaves him, but files with police for abuse first?
And that's another thing. She has a therapist. That already lets you know right there she's already having like issues prior to what happened in the trial with Johnny Depp. Now, if that doesn't wave any more red flags, I don't know. I don't know.
This is relevant because Depp has alleged that Heard manufactured the abuse charges in order to gain leverage in the divorce. Heard's recent cross-examination by
Sad.
Johnny Depp's attorney revealed
Fucking
more
sad.
contradictions. Number 2, her overall credibility. Heard's overall
I stated that. Like her credibility was shot with the false reports and oh man. Epic fail.
credibility is on shaky ground, whether it's the evidence she may have manufactured, some or all
What's up with it,
God
man? It's the
damn
Kid
it.
Push, man. Make sure I know what time it is, man. I'm the host of the No Fluff Podcast. No Fluff
Hey,
Podcast.
get this
of
out
her
of here.
allegations against Depp or past statements painting herself as a humanitarian. You may recall that when Heard pledged her $7 million Depp divorce settlement to charity, that to the American Civil Liberties Union and the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, Heard's ACLU donation has been disputed for some time, and during a defamation trial, testimony revealed just how much she actually pledged. The ACLU said in court that it only received $1.3 million of the pledged $3.5 million. $350,000 was personally provided by Amber, while $100,000 came from Depp. Another $500,000 came from Heard's ex Elon Musk, and $350,000 came from an undisclosed donor. Heard's credibility continues to deteriorate, and that's not the only thing she's facing. As number 3, she's been exposed for other allegations. While celebrities often
there's
have to deal
more.
with the press, Amber Heard has been under a microscope ever since she accused Johnny Depp of various misconduct. Depp's defamation suit in the UK led to a number of allegations made against Heard, including testimony from a former assistant who alleges Heard spit in the face and verbally mistreated her. While Heard fired the assistant, which raises the question of whether the assistant is testifying to spite Heard, this is just one of the other stories developing concerning Heard's past.
That right there lets you know that like I said, with her mentioning that she is in therapy, she has some major issues. But then again, people may have been blind to what was right in front of them. In other words, you didn't see no sign of her being crazy, deranged. I'll wait.
While reporters looking for a scoop investigate deeper into Heard's background and find evidence that damages her reputation and career even more. Number 4, her fans. As more negative information arises about Heard, it's clear that she's losing her existing fan base. There are still fans supporting Heard, but the initial swell of support seems to have diminished, leaving her with far less fans. As history has shown, fame can be fleeting and the public can be fickle.
I mean, she only has herself to blame for that. Like, look at her actions. Look at the course of action she took just to have a solid case when it's not even the truth. And you know what they say, what's done in the dark would eventually come to light. And once it surfaces, yeah, massive damage control. Virtually impossible.
But whether Heard can somehow woo her fans back could be one of her biggest challenges yet. Number 5, her role in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Now, Amber Heard's role as
You can
Aquaman's
forget
love
about
interest
that.
Mira in the first Aquaman film led to an appearance in Justice League and the role in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. However, rumor has it that Heard's role has been dramatically cut back, with the character only appearing for just 10 minutes. She mentioned in the trial,
Damn.
I was given a script, then given new versions of the script that had taken away scenes that had action in it, that depicted my character and another character without giving any spoilers away, 2 characters fighting with one another. They basically took a bunch out of my role. They just removed a bunch. This isn't the first time rumors about Heard's role in the film have come about after the Depp trial. At one point there was talk that Heard would have no appearance in the film or the role just being recast. Nevertheless, the film's producer denied that the petition to have
That's
Heard
normally
taken
what
out of the film
happens.
would affect their decision to cast her.
That's normally what happens when you have like a major role in the movie and you're facing legal troubles. Normally they recast the role to someone with similar likeliness, or I'm stumbling right now, but similar likeness to the person that's portraying the role. If not that, they would just get like a whole new different actress. But like I said, Amber Heard, you only got yourself to blame for this one. my fair lady. In other words, sorry about your damn luck.
Number 6, her future roles. Now, to say Amber Heard's
Might as well
Hollywood
nix
career is
those
over
too.
would be inaccurate, as Heard has a role in the upcoming film Into the Fire and is already listed in the film Runaway with Me, which is in pre-production. Nevertheless, she's
Ouch.
walking a tightrope as both she and Hollywood executives wait to see how things play out. Number 7, her self-confidence. Amber Heard seems to be losing her self-confidence. As we've shown, she's already losing credibility, but recent actions suggest she may be losing her confidence in herself, something evident from her recent decision to fire her public relations team in the middle of a trial. A public relations insider
Big
told the New York
mistake.
Post, after years of narrative building, you can't just change the public's opinion in 3 weeks when someone is suing you in a case. Public relations expert Liz Smith agreed, saying, "It's crazy to change teams in the middle of a trial like this because you don't like the headlines." Heard's dismissal of her PR team suggests she's also fearful of something else she's losing or may have already lost: the public's opinion of what happened. Short of a Hollywood-like finish where Johnny Depp admits everything said about him was true, it appears Heard has already lost the battle of public opinion. She's lost her fans, movie roles appear to be scarce, her mistruths have been revealed, all of this without the trial even concluding.
Yeah, the court of public opinion, they are vicious and they will let you have it. Like, no chaser. Like, they will crucify you to the highest extent. And they will find you guilty without having any sorts of evidence. I mean, just look at the facts. The facts is staring you in the face. That alone is enough to for the pub for the court of public opinion to convict somebody. Sad to say, but it's the truth.
Number 9, her wealth. A Fox Business estimates Amber Heard's 2022 net worth at $8 million, a good chunk of change for most of us, but a sum that will vanish if she loses her lawsuit to Depp, who is suing her for $50 million in damages. Now, although we can't predict Heard's future, we feel the losses she's already suffered suggest even more losses, including the following.
Ouch.
Number 10, her career. While we don't know how the trial will turn out, Heard could lose everything as far as her mainstream career goes. Her phone doesn't seem to be ringing off the hook, and the fact she's landed one, perhaps 2 roles suggests Hollywood is already reluctant to cast her. If the trial reveals any more damaging evidence, her career could take years to recover. While Hollywood is full of situations where actors bounce back from personal setbacks, Heard faces 2 major obstacles. The first is that her career has been one of hits and misses. To put Heard into the category of a dime a dozen actress may be unfair, but at 36, she hasn't achieved superstardom or carried a highly successful major motion picture on her own. Throwing Hollywood's
it's the
notorious
truth.
focus on youth for female actor, and Heard's shelf life is already limited. Heard also faces an even tougher obstacle with the nature of her charges against her. Short of complete vindication at trial, which seems unlikely as Heard's credibility has been called into question, Heard is not going to be seen as worth the trouble of casting her in any major production. Her notoriety likely won't lead her to being completely shut out from Hollywood. She could help her land roles in small budget productions, indie films, or shows carried on streaming services. She may find a producer who is sympathetic
that's the
to
only
her and
option
feels
you
like she
got
was
at
treated
this point.
improperly, opening the door for a role that could redeem her career. Nevertheless, as we've seen with Will Smith's sudden fall from grace after slapping Chris Rock, if an A-lister can go from the penthouse to the outhouse, Heard's career could end up on hold for a long time. Now the losses continue to pile up for Amber Heard as she defends herself against Johnny Depp. Just how much more she loses remains to be seen, but the potential is extraordinary. What else do you think she might lose? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more incredible content.
Incredible content. But you have to look at it like this. I mean, Amber Heard, she's already the biggest loser out of this whole trial. And for the fact that she's lost more than what she, I guess you could say, somewhat gained. Like, your career life is suffering at this point. The losses has already begun. And now that the trial is over with, I mean, the only thing you got out of that is basically what you got from this, I guess you could say, a settlement. But then again, you have to make that settlement stretch because of this, you have to do like massive damage control. and restore yourself in your career. But for now, you're gonna have to make that sentiment stretch. And living the actress life, I mean, you're gonna be spending like a good pretty penny. And whew, man, those losses though, it's gonna take a good minute to get back on good standing. Not only with her career, but also her personal life as well. So only time will tell. But thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. And as always, don't forget to tell your peoples across the globe. Come kick it with your boy one good time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And you already know what to do with the social media. Hit your boy up one good time. This is your boy Blaze here saying check the deuce. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.